So you're thinking about going on a vacation to Mexico, but you don't know if it's safe or if it's even something for you. Well, you're in the right place. Let me tell you what I think. Now, why should you listen to me, right? Because you cannot see that I'm not Mexican. You know, I look like Canelo, and I can box too, so pretty dope. But I am not Mexican, let me tell you. I am learning Mexican Spanish, but that doesn't make me Mexican. But I have been to Mexico 3 times, actually. First time as a tourist, I went to a hotel, basically just a full-on tourist. Then the 2 other times, my mom lived there, so I basically went like as a local / tourist. You could say I went to the places where locals live and I slept there and whatever, right? Now I am talking about Mexico in the place of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, and the surrounding areas. Basically just that area, right, in the Caribbean. And yeah, I'm gonna give you my ideas of Mexico and why you should visit, or maybe why you shouldn't visit, and if it's safe or not, right? So let's get right into it. Why should you go to Mexico, right? I like to start off with a positive. I know you guys want to hear if it's safe or not, but we're gonna get into it. First, let me tell you why you should go to Mexico, right? So in my personal experience, what I really liked about Mexico was the nature. It's absolutely beautiful. If you like greenery, if you like animals, if you wild animals, if you like the nature, jungle, whatever, it's perfect, right? There's so much greenery there. There's wild monkeys, there's wild spiders if you're not afraid of those, which won't do anything to you if you're just in a hotel. You're absolutely fine. Now another one is the people. There are absolutely, I want to say beautiful as well, but like I think they're beautiful, but also very nice. Like they're very, very nice, very open, right? They're very friendly, but they feel very alive. It's a very alive place to be in my eyes, right? And that just feels good. Now, I will get into that later. Other thing, food. Like you cannot not think about food when you go to Mexico. At least when you've been there and you go back, you're gonna go, at least you want to go back again just for the food alone. Like, I don't know where you're from, but tacos, oh man, they're so good. Quesadillas, they're so good. If you go there and you go get some tacos, I recommend one thing. That's a drink. The drink is called Jamaica, and it's a red drink, which is like hibiscus leaves with hot water made with a little sugar and whatever. And man, oh, if I could have that right now, I could make it at home, but I don't think we have the hibiscus leaves here. I think it's hibiscus. Don't get me. Don't hate me if I'm wrong. It's a red drink. You have to try it, right? You can buy it at almost every taco stand, as far as I know. Sometimes they don't have them. There's also a drink called horchata, and another one, I forgot which one it is. Horchata is a white drink with cocoa and cinnamon. Coconut and cinnamon. But I recommend Jamaica. That's my favorite drink. I want that right now. And get tacos. You have to go and get some tacos from the street vendors. Like absolutely, those are so good. Those are the best ever. Like I could eat 20 of those right now. All right. Before I get too confused about tacos and stuff, what else? What else should you go there? The beaches, right? The nature, the people, the food, the beaches. It's the Caribbean, and the water is basically see-through, right? It's basically like you're swimming in tap water, but then salty. The beaches are absolutely beautiful. The beaches are white sand. Man, if you haven't looked at pictures already, I'll pop one on the screen. I'll pop a few on the screen. They're so, that is, man, that it's so beautiful. If you like beaches, if you like relaxing at the beach, perfect place to go. Absolutely perfect place to go. Another reason why you should go there, the weather. It's literally always warm. Always. It's never cold. In Fahrenheit, I don't know. I know in Celsius, it's like it. As far as I know, it never goes down 20 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, I don't know what that is. Probably like 70 maybe, or 60 Fahrenheit. I don't know. I think it's more than that. But I don't know for sure. It's always warm. It's always warm. It's like this tropical weather. So sometimes, yeah, it rains very hard, but the rain will be gone in a few days if it's extremely hard rain. If it just rains for 10 minutes, the rain will be gone in 30 minutes or in half an hour, or or an hour. But yeah, the weather is absolutely perfect. Those are just few reasons. I cannot really think of any other reasons, but it's like those are good enough in my eyes, right? Now, all right, let me give some reasons why you shouldn't go. There's not many, let me tell you. It really depends on yourself, right? Because if you don't like those things, that the reasons why you should go there, it's not for you, obviously. But why you shouldn't go there? You're not into nature, right? If you like New York or you like big cities, not really the greenery, not really into the jungle or wild animals or whatever, maybe the place isn't for you. But then again, you can just stay in the hotels and enjoy the beach, right? Maybe that's you. Another reason, if you are very deadly afraid of policemen with guns, right? Because there's policemen with guns everywhere, right? Now, in my eyes, that would be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, if you know what I mean, like corruption. But, you know, not always. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. It is what it is, though. It's pretty known, I feel like. But yeah, if you're deadly afraid of that, what else? That's what I'm saying. Like there isn't many. Maybe if you got a very weak stomach, because I would say it's like a necessary thing to try the tacos and whatever. But if you got a very weak stomach, maybe that wouldn't be the smartest thing. But then again, you can just eat normal things that are normal for you. Oops, you know. So that's not really. I don't know. Those are the only reasons I can think of why you shouldn't go. But there are also not really any reasons why you shouldn't go, because you can not do those things and still enjoy Mexico. Now, that's the only things I can think of, right? So basically, that already tells you, like, yeah, you should probably go. Now, I think things that you must do, right? These are basically more things of why you should go there, but like these are must see things if you go to Mexico, right? Because I have my own opinions about them. But for example, the one thing, Chichen Itza, which is one of the 7 world wonders, or natural world one, no, 7 world wonders, not the natural ones because it was built, is a must see if you just visited once, right? Personally, for me, I didn't think it was that great, but I feel like it's because of the tour, because I think the sights and everything were very impressive, very funny. If you stand at the bottom and you clap your hands, it's gonna be like pew. But if you visit, you're gonna see that, and you can look up a video on YouTube as well. So yeah, Chichen Itza is a must see, but I wouldn't go with those big tours. They're just gonna rush the process, which I didn't really like. There were more. We were looking there. She was telling us this. Boom, next one. Oh, this and that, and then this. Next one. Oh yeah, look, this is here. You can buy all those things. No, she was already gone to the next one. I was like, you want us to enjoy this, or you just want to run? We were gonna run a marathon through this. I didn't like that. So I'm gonna plug you guys something, which I think is great. Yes, my mom lives in Mexico. She does tours there as well. Those are private tours, right? So it's not with big groups. Maybe if you're with, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's a maximum of 5. So if you're with a family, that's perfect. And they tend to, you guys, just you know. So yeah, my mom does tours wherever you want, basically. Um, yeah, I'll put the website down in the description. If you got any questions, let me know. You can look what they offer. They probably do way more if you ask, right? You can call or maybe send a message. I don't know what they have. I'm sorry, I haven't looked. But yeah, I know I've heard from them that the people that they already did tours with and stuff are very happy with them. Obviously, I've done the tours as well, and I am very happy with it. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's just private. It's way better. Private is way better in my eyes than big buses, because the big buses rush and they don't really care that much. They just want you to be done, right? So you cannot really enjoy it. And if you do a private tour like this, you can just take your time at the places where you want to take your time. And in the meantime, they're going to tell you maybe now we should go. Otherwise, we don't have enough time, for example, right? And if you don't want to, that's up to you, right? So that's a quick little plug, but I do really recommend it. Obviously, they also know good place to eat and whatever, so you can ask that always. So what else should you visit? Cenotes, right? If you don't know what it is, it's like this underwater underground water cave, but there's above water as well. And what that means is there's just the sun can touch the water, right? So it's a cave with water where you can go in the ground or under the ground, and you have ones that are above ground. Now, absolutely gorgeous. You have some that are all above ground, which have big jumps. Even another one, I don't know what the name is, which is underground with a big jump of like 8 meters. I jumped off there. My sister jumped off there and lost her Apple Watch. Not too fun. So if you go diving there, you find an Apple Watch, let me know, because I would appreciate it if it's not destroyed by now. Cenotes, there's jumps, zip lines, a lot of different things. Absolutely beautiful. The water is a little cold, but it's definitely worth it. If you go to Mexico, you have to visit the cenote as well. That's just a must do, right? In my eyes, those are the only things that you must do when you're in Mexico. Obviously, also in my eyes, right? Try the tacos and try the street food. But if you got a weak stomach, I don't know. But yeah, probably, shitting in the evening for an hour is probably worth it still in my eyes. So yeah, those are the things that you must do. Obviously, the things that you're most likely gonna do, and I feel like aren't really necessary to do, but you're gonna do them anyway because that's normal, is walking around and stuff and exploring a little bit, right? Maybe go to different islands. If you really like snorkeling, these are not must-dos. These are just things that I would advise you to do because they're very, very nice to do. Is go to the beach. Obviously, you're gonna do that when you're there, right? Who wouldn't? The water is beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. If you like diving, you like the ocean, you're like snorkeling, I really recommend doing it there. It's very nice. If you go snorkeling, you can see sea turtles, all kinds of different fishes. Coral. In Puerto Morelos, there's the second, excusez-moi, there's the second biggest coral reef, natural coral reef in the world. The second biggest. The biggest one is in Australia. I forgot the name. Yeah, second biggest. Very beautiful. Diving. I went diving there. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of people there go diving. And if you're more into the exploration diving, you can dive in the cenotes, in the caves. You can do that as well. Now, some things that I'm gonna tell you, which aren't really close to the more touristy places. If you like exploring, I recommend going to Calakmul, which is basically the same as Chichen Itza, sort of, but a little more bigger. It's like bigger. And the thing is, you can climb the pyramid, which is more than 40 meters high, if I remember correctly. The views are absolutely beautiful. I made a video about Calakmul. I went there with a tour with my mom, and the tour as well, obviously. And it was way better than Chichen Itza in my humble opinion. So yeah, if you are more into exploring, I would go there. You can also visit the Bat Cave. Also made a video about it. I'll put those in the description if you want to watch them. Yeah, those are just basically some things that I recommend you guys do, and then the few must-sees in my eyes. Now, the safety part, right? Because that is what you obviously want to know, because who doesn't want to feel safe on a vacation? Now, for me personally, when I was there, I visited 3 times. I've been in the hotel zone, which was very safe. I've been in the more local areas, which felt very safe to me. I've walked alone. I've been with a few people, or just with 2 people late at night, in the night at 2, 3, when I was going out, for example. I've walked alone in the evenings, and to be honest, I have never felt unsafe. That's just me. I cannot say to you that it's 100% safe, even though I'm going to give you a few tips, because these are just some things that I would not do, right? But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't do them in only Mexico. I wouldn't do them in any single country, right? If you're alone late at night and going to dark places, why would you? You're just looking for trouble. Now, the thing is, right? If you are a trouble seeker, you're going to find trouble, right? If you're looking for danger, you're going to find danger. If you're I don't know, very into drugs, and you're going to be buying drugs from people, you're gonna have those consequences if something happens, right? Because you're looking for something. Now, I'm not saying anything's gonna happen, but those are just things. And I'm guessing you already know, but that's not only in Mexico, right? I live in the Netherlands. If I do that same thing in the Netherlands, if I go looking for trouble, I'm gonna find trouble. Same in America. If I go looking for trouble in America, I'm gonna find trouble in America, right? That's what I'm saying. It's really, it's safe, but it really depends on what you want to do. Now, that is my personal experience. I've been to multiple hostels and talked to multiple people. I haven't heard anybody say that they felt unsafe. That also is because if you stay in the touristy areas, right? That is where I've been most of the time. Also a little bit away from the touristy areas, but still felt safe. But in the touristy areas, there's basically no chance anything is really gonna happen to tourists. Why? Because it benefits everybody that there's tourists. And if something happens to a tourist, it's gonna be big in the news, and a lot of tourists are not gonna come anymore, so they lose a lot of money, and they, basically the whole economy can go down because of something like that. So if that doesn't make you feel any safer, I guess I don't know what else will. If you got any questions though about the safety or about anything else, let me know. Website down below, video right there. I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Don't have to, obviously, but I would love you for it. We become friends. And so have a nice evening, and I'll see you in the next one.